DreAllDay.com.
What's good, everybody? Dre Baldwin, Dre All Day. Today with the daily game, which y'all know is every day I send this out as an email, video. Sometimes we push back depending on weekly motivation, whatever else stuff is dropping. But today's daily game is about, go to my Dre All Day /game to get the daily game email every day. But today's daily game is about how much you're willing to take on. How much are you willing to have on your shoulders? How much responsibility? How much leadership? How much power do you want to take on? Everybody wants power, but power requires responsibility. If you want power, you got to take responsibility for more things. And when I look around, and not even looking around, when I just look into my inbox of people who message me, people who ask me for help, I meet a lot of people who are really good at the thing that they do, the one thing that they do, but they can't capitalize on that thing because they're lacking the skills that go with it in order to most capitalize on it. For example, I meet a lot of freelancers who are great at the skill, whatever it is they freelance at, but they can't make the kind of money they want to make in their business because they can't sell to save their lives. I know athletes who are really good at playing their sport, but they don't know how to get themselves out there. They don't know how to build relationships. They don't know how to cultivate those relationships to sell themselves in order to get the playing opportunities that they want. I know business professionals who are really good at their job and maybe even work at a great company, but they can never move up and advance or start their own company or move to a bigger position because they don't know anything other than the one thing that they do at that job. They don't know anything outside of their job. Therefore, they're only useful in that one spot. And if they ever leave that one spot, they're gonna be in trouble. They're gonna have a problem. Why is this that this happens to these people? Is because a lot of people never expand outside of what they do. They don't learn new skills. People get into a position or a job, or they start a business and they get some success, some amount of success, and they just relax. They kick their feet up and they're like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to do anything else. And they never learn any new skills. And the reason why people don't learn new skills, not because they're dumb, not because they're lazy, is because it's uncomfortable to learn new stuff. To step from a place where you're the guy or the girl and you know everything to a place where you're a newcomer, a nobody who knows absolutely nothing, and you're like the worst person in the room, that's uncomfortable for some people. That's uncomfortable for a lot of people, actually. It can be frustrating because you're used to being up here, but now you're all the way down here. There's gonna be some long days in that when you're developing those skills. But what you need to understand is your willingness to go into those places, open yourselves up, and take that responsibility on of learning new skills and going through that frustration. Every time you add a skill, you're multiplying your options in life. Because the more things, let's say if you're a freelancer and you're great at your business, but then you learn how to sell. Now you can sell to anybody. Listen, you don't only have to sell your skills. You can come up with more products. You'll be willing to sell them because you know you can get them out there. You know that you can get them into the hands of the people you want to get them into. And the more money you make, the more ways you can expand your business and do different things. So just learning to sell skills, the skill of sales, does not just give you one new skill or one new option or one new opportunity. What it does is multiplies. All of them multiply. They compound on each other every time you add a skill. But you got to be willing to go through the discomfort in order to get to that skill. So what I want to give you for your game, 3 things. Number 1, people who are growing, getting better, and end up in leadership positions are always taking on new skills. They are always looking for more ways to get better, more ways to advance, more ways to improve themselves. Number 2, the more you know, the more you are learning, the more you're expanding, the more power that you'll have. And the more power you have, the less you need to rely on other people, places, things, timing, luck, in order for things to happen. When you know how to do as many things are necessary to do for you to get to where you want to go, doesn't mean that you got to do all the work yourself, but at least you know what the hell is going on, so you can delegate that to whoever, and then you can check on it and you know when it's being done right and when it's not being done right. And number 3, you got to commit yourself. If you want to actually use what I've talked about here, you got to commit yourself to continually learning new skills, always getting better, always expanding, always growing, which means you can't just stay in the spot that you're already in and do the same thing over and over again. Expand yourself, expand your mind, expand your skills, and that'll expand your game, and in turn expand your opportunity. Everybody work on your game. DreAllDay.com.